So today I'm going to be talking about one of my hobbies. So something I've been doing every day for the past maybe 8 years is training to be punched in the face and not care about it too much. Okay. So here's a picture of, well, after some lag happens. All right. Yeah. There's a picture of me getting punched in the face and kicking someone at the same time. That's from my first amateur fight. So in this sport, you can punch, you can kick, you can elbow, you can knee, you can do a lot of stuff. Today, I'll be talking about one aspect of fighting, and that's clinching. All right, this is pretty GIF heavy, and I guess it may not work because it's lagging a lot, but clinching is basically a range of fighting where you're attached. Basically when like people are grabbing each other and you can hold and hit. So you can see the fighter on the right is holding the fighters on the left's head and kneeing him in the body. All right. Here, okay, waiting for lag again. I can demonstrate with volunteers if anyone wants to volunteer. Yeah. Well, okay, so in the clinch, you can have lots of leverage. So you can see on the right, my face is being pushed, and fighter on the left, actually my girlfriend, she's gotten an advantageous position, but she's basically kneeing me in the body, except you can't see that. Oh, that's not good. All right, Grayson, come up. Grayson, come up and help me demonstrate. I know Grayson's trained a little bit, so he can help demonstrate just a tiny bit, okay? Yeah. All right. So in the clinch, like basically so basically I can control his body by just like kind of grabbing onto his arms and stopping him from hitting me. So out here, right, he can hit me, he can do all this shit. And if I grab on him like this, looks like we're hugging, but actually I'm controlling him. He can't punch me with this arm, for example, without like me kind of stopping him. Right? If I grab his neck here, pull him down, just go down. Right? He really can't punch or kick me very well, and I can do a lot of stuff. Okay, some gets uploaded. So you can see on the left, you can also throw your opponent in the clinch. That's me suplexing a guy. And on the right, there you can see some trips happening. So the clinch is a pretty good position. Here's me being carried like a baby. If you can carry your opponent, basically you can do a lot of stuff to them. So clinching is important in fighting. You want to be able to clinch in fighting, basically. The problem is getting close. Right? So when you get close, like there's a lot of stuff that's going on. You can see the fighter on the right. He's a grappler. He's trying to clinch up Georges St. Pierre here, but his strategy is just to kind of like try to give him a hug while walking forward, and that didn't really work out. You can see in this next GIF, if it loads, you can see the fighters basically trying to converge on, no, you can't. Basically, like as you're coming in, you can get punched and kicked a lot, and that's kind of scary in general. And one strategy that people have to kind of get really close is to kind of throw their body at the other person. So to do something really committal, you can see the fighter on the right, basically just kind of tackling the fighter on the left. But the problem is that a lot of people don't have a great sense of distance, and it's really easy just to kind of like avoid them. You can see me on the right with my signature move of walking backwards and avoiding this kick here. So as a coach or as a trainer and kind of senior student at my gym, I've been noticing a lot of problems with people kind of learning this range of fighting. Like they may be comfortable out boxing and they may be comfortable up really close, but kind of like making up that difference is really hard. Basically, it's just like, I know I'm concentrating on like grabbing the other guy. Because of that, I'm sticking my arms out. And because I'm sticking my arms out, I'm getting hit. I know I'm likely to get hit, so I'm gonna like awkwardly move my head this way, which makes me even easier to hit. So it's a bad time. So I was thinking about how people were missing the forest for the trees, and basically it's like, yeah, you have a goal of learning how to clinch up and trying to get close, but there's a lot of stuff going on. You basically have to have good defense, a good stance. Um, there's a lot of stuff around clinching that allows you to clinch successfully. And when you give people the goal of clinching, they kind of forget a lot about all the adjacent problems. And basically, I wanted to get rid of that. Wanted to isolate anxieties. So like all the kind of uncomfortable things around moving closer, I wanted to like basically drill all those bad habits out. And so like when people are coming in close to grab their opponent, they don't really necessarily have to worry about I'm getting hit. Like it should be kind of like just normal to get close. And so people need to be confident at all ranges. They need to have a good defense at all times. You don't want to have to gamble when you're coming in close. Like a lot of people treat striking as like, I'm going to just throw random punches and hope it works, right? Usually it's like kind of a calculated risk kind of game. So you want to be smart and train smart. So I came up with some drills that I think were pretty successful. The first one is basically working on variable one, resilience, and that's just getting hit a lot. So I basically put all my fighters in a corner and hit them a lot, which sounds kind of abusive, but basically you're training your nervous system to not react. Like you can see I'm not flinching too much and I'm not moving my body. I kind of want to be able to like meditate in this position, have normal breathing, and just relax a lot. Once I'm not worried about getting hit, then I can actually start defending. So you can see here, I'm parrying some strikes. So again, if I didn't work on getting hit before, if I missed a strike, if I didn't parry a strike, I would probably freak out. So just like making new normals with, continued adding stress to drills. And you can see here, maybe not, but the point of this drill is to combine the last two drills and just slowly inch forward and counter when appropriate. So again, once my body is used to certain things, then I basically work on new skills and kind of inch closer and closer towards my goal of being comfortable from here to there at every inch, at every step of the way. And so basically, like when you're practicing something, if I had to finagle this into like technology or whatever, then you basically want to like be comfortable with all steps of a sequence and like basically like not have to think about all your anxieties. So if you are having trouble from getting from point A to point B, like don't concentrate on point B. Really try to map out like where your path is and try to make like little drills and practices for yourself. So here is a little GIF of, well, you can't really see, but basically at the beginning of the day, these guys were basically just kind of zombie arming out, getting hit a lot. And at the end of the day, after this progression of drills, people were really calm. So yeah, you basically have to come up with kind of a progressive system to stress yourself out, put yourself in deep water, and like basically deep water becomes shallow, and then you like add more variables, add more stress. It becomes pretty trivial. Now a lot of new students or noobs in general like don't really know the path to really have efficient practice. So it's your responsibility as a person who knows more to kind of think about it and kind of grow your community by seeing like how people can learn and train smart instead of just training hard. And so like with good practice, like your results should not be a surprise. Like basically, like like if you have success, like it's because you practice. So you shouldn't be like too surprised and you shouldn't celebrate. That's kind of the philosophy that we have at our gym. You should be pretty relaxed. And yeah. Thank you.